If you are getting ready to enter the new year with a bang, but you are looking for something unique yet mind-blowing, then look no further. Times Square and Copacabana are renowned throughout the world as the best New Year's parties in the world. But off the beaten party track, you will have equally impressive parties, festivals, and get-togethers to make your transition into the new year unforgettable. But before we go through the list, be sure to like the video and subscribe so you won't miss any of our future travel videos. Check out the rest of our videos that also include party holiday destinations worldwide. Welcome to Tenzi's Travel. I'm Julia and this is our list of 10 underrated New Year's parties. Let's get down to it. Number 10. Key West, Florida, USA. If you are a fan of watching the ball drop but can't stand the cold in New York City, then Key West is the place to be for New Year's. Although there are many other places in the States where you can watch the ball drop, this one in the Sunshine State is quite unique and tons of fun. Bourbon Street Pub in Key West started a tradition more than 20 years ago, and it is a huge hit amongst revelers. Instead of a ball, they have a giant red high-heel shoe dropping as the clock approaches midnight. On top of the shoe is a legendary drag queen named Sushi that has been doing it since the first shoe drop. Every year, people gather out in the streets with their drinks to watch this spectacle unfold, followed by a brilliant firework display in the warm night sky. Sounds a little better than getting pushed around and freezing your tushy off in Times Square, doesn't it? Number 9. Niagara Falls, USA and Canada. If you don't mind the cold but are looking for something completely different than a crowded city square or a filled to the brim bar, Niagara Falls would be a good option. The Canadian side of the falls especially offers a visual festival to partygoers. There are 2 fireworks shows on the 31st. One is at 9 o'clock for the folks with younger kids that need to leave early, and another show at midnight. Apart from the sky becoming alive with fire and light, the waterfalls themselves are also engulfed in artificial light, creating a spectacular light show. The party starts around 8 p.m. and continues until after midnight. Plus, there is a dinosaur park and a glow-in-the-dark mini golf course where tipsy adults could also have a giggle or two. Number 8. Scheveningen, Netherlands. If you want to start the new year fresh, Scheveningen is the place to be. They have pretty unique traditions there that would undoubtedly cause envy amongst your friends if you decide to go. In the late 1800s, a tradition started where residents took their Christmas trees to the beach and set them alight on New Year's Eve. Nowadays, there is a 100-foot-high bonfire throughout the night that holds the Guinness World Record for the largest bonfire. Revelers enjoy a night on the beach, a safe distance away from the inferno, and party all through the night until it is time for the subsequent tradition. The following day, it is time for a tradition that started in 1965. A swim club organized an event where people plunged into the freezing Atlantic on the first day of January. Today, more than 10,000 people run and dive into the sea to celebrate a fresh start of the new year. Number 7. Edinburgh, Scotland. If you are someone with a liver of lead and a lust for a party, Edinburgh would be your best bet to celebrate the passing of the old year. The Scottish aren't shy when it comes to drinking and being merry, and that is why in Edinburgh you will find a 3-day street party dedicated to finishing the old year with a bang. The lovely city is decorated with firelit torches, lots of traditional folk music in the streets, and enough beer to extinguish a volcano. You can expect a massive fireworks show and another chance to be part of the Guinness Record activity. In Edinburgh, you will find the world's largest group singing of Auld Lang Syne at midnight. If you are sad that you missed swimming in freezing water in Scheveningen, Netherlands, fret not. In Edinburgh, partygoers get the opportunity to swim in the River Forth on the first day of January. After 3 days of partying with the Scots, a freezing river might not be a bad idea to snap you back to reality. Number 6. Cape Town, South Africa. For a more overall diverse New Year's experience, head on down south to Cape Town, South Africa. In the mother city, you can stack up the 31st with an array of awesome activities and continue well into the new year. Head on over to the picturesque Franschhoek, where you can take a tram and do wine hopping between stunning wine farms and cellars. Head back to Cape Town before losing your lovely wine buzz and take the cable car up Table Mountain. There is a restaurant on top of the mountain. Still, you can also take your champagne and picnic basket and enjoy the magnificent African sunset from the top of one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Afterward, hit the city center where plenty of street activities, bars and clubs are waiting for you to get wild and celebrate the new year in style. The following day, you can reset yourself on one of the many beautiful beaches surrounding Cape Town and rest out because the next day is another biggie. The Minstrels Parade is a festive, colorful celebration that takes place on the 2nd day of January. This colorful musical event celebrates the end of slavery and is enjoyed by thousands from all over the world annually. Number 5. Quito, Ecuador. Forget about what you know about New Year's traditions and head over to Quito, Ecuador for one crazy New Year's celebration. Revelers dress up in red and yellow underwear and take to the festive streets. You will encounter some unusual experiences on your journey. For one, you'll need to make your way through men in drag and children barricading the street and demanding donations before you may pass. Also, make sure to get a monigote. A monigote is a type of dummy that represents everything that went wrong in your year. You then stuff the mannequin-like figure with the written notes of everything that you didn't like about the previous year. At midnight, you will get the opportunity to burn this dummy along with other revelers, thereby letting go of all your bad experiences. Fireworks will be lighting the tropical air above you throughout the night as you find your way through the busy streets, filled with thousands of party people. Number 4. Yerevan, Armenia. If you ended up getting the worst presents for Christmas, don't worry, you can have a redo. When you go to Armenia for New Year, stay a little longer until the 6th of January, and you can have another Christmas celebration. The Armenians celebrate Christmas on the 6th of January. On New Year's in Armenia, it is customary to write wishes on a piece of paper and then burn it to ash. The ashes are then thrown into a drink of choice and consumed when the clock strikes 12. I guess it makes sense seeing that Christmas is just around the corner for them. Maybe this time around your wishes come true and you actually get the gift you wanted and not just another pair of socks. Number 3. Auckland, New Zealand. This one is for the eager beavers and fantasy movie connoisseurs. New Zealand is in the 2nd time zone, which means that you'll be part of the first group of people worldwide to welcome in the new year. Join thousands of people at the High Life Festival on the Ascension Wine Estate. Join the crowds at the 3-day dance festival at Mangawhai, or join one of the many rooftop parties in Auckland. You are bound to find a party that suits your needs and be the first to send your friends Happy New Year messages. Lord of the Rings fans need to stay longer and visit the sites where the award-winning trilogy was shot. New Zealand is renowned for its mind-blowing natural landscapes. Visiting New Zealand without heading out to explore nature would be considered a cardinal sin. You don't even have to be a fan of the rings to enjoy the landscapes that this tiny country has to offer. You won't leave these islands without making friends, as the New Zealanders are known worldwide for their friendliness and hospitality. Just don't say anything bad about their rugby team, and they will love you to bits. Number 2. Mount Takao, Japan. So you had a rough year and you feel like boozy crowds and loud parties would be the last thing that you need at the end of a dismal year. Don't worry, we got your back. Mount Takao in Japan is a place that offers an alternative New Year's celebration. Just like New Zealand, you would also be the first of your friends to usher in the new year. Mount Takao is about an hour away from Tokyo by train. People climb up the mountain to see the sunrise on the first day of the new year. Once you get to the peak, your lungs filled with crisp, clean mountain air, you will be welcomed by priests to join a festival to welcome the light. You'll be able to connect with nature and watch over the valleys as the first light of the new year warms your face, while the chanting of sutras fills your ears in the background. Don't worry, if you bring a flask of whiskey with you to fight off the cool mountain breeze, we won't judge you. Number 1. Tornio, Finland and Haparanda, Sweden. Back to the party people for number 2 on our list. And ironically, number 2 on our list includes 2 destinations where you can have 2 countdowns in the same night. That's right, party people. 2 New Year's Eve parties on one evening. Tornio in Finland and Haparanda in Sweden are within walking distance from one another. But here is the catch, they are in different time zones. That means that you can enjoy the party, the countdown, fireworks and the hugs and kisses in Tornio, walk across the bridge to Haparanda and do it all over again. How many people can say they enjoyed 2 New Year's celebrations, 2 countdowns and 2 different countries in one evening? So what do you think of these New Year's celebrations? Have you been to any of these, or are there even cooler ones that we don't know about? Let us know in the comments below. And while there, be sure to like the video and share it with your friends you think will be most likely to join you for a crazy New Year's party. If you liked this video, you will also like these other videos. And if you have already seen them, then be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our future travel videos. Thanks for watching, we'll see you again soon.